goodbye to Delilah. She's off to the childminders today. Doug's taken her because he's got the day off. And now I can finally say why I've felt the need to all of a sudden get my driving license, because we were moving house and I want to keep her in the same childminders because she's really happy there. The kids there are lovely. I just can't bring myself to move Delilah, so I said, right, I need to get my driving license so I can drive her. But until then, I'm gonna have to walk her 35 minutes to be precise, there and back every day she goes, which is not ideal, hence why I'm now trying to get my driving license. But because Doug's home today, he's taken her, which is nice. This is the first vlog officially moved in. It is complete chaos here still. There's boxes everywhere. Delilah's room is probably the worst because she's rummaged around in all the boxes in there and gotten toys out and clothes out. But I don't have much time to do stuff because I had to take a little bit of time out to move. I've got a lot of work to catch up on, and so any free time I have, I really need to be working, meaning this stuff has to take the back seat for now. So November's going to be my month where I can just sort and organise the house, but it's alright. I mean, like I said on my Instagram, it is complete chaos, but I'm really happy here, and that's all that matters, isn't it? On today's agenda is work, and I've also got CBT to go to. I have to stop calling it CBT therapy because it's not CBT therapy, because CBT means cognitive behavioural therapy, so it's not cognitive behavioural therapy it's just CBT. So yeah, I've got that today, which I wanted to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about it all month and I just haven't had the opportunity to sit down and chat. I just wanted to update you guys and touch on the subject a little bit, tell you how I'm finding it. And I didn't know whether to put these in the same vlog because I didn't want it to seem contrived. But Channel Mum's topic for the month, as you guys know, I usually mention a Channel Mum topic every month, but their topic for the month is anxiety. They've got an anxiety course happening at the end of the month. They use the hashtag Yana, which means you are not alone, and they never want anyone, especially parents, to feel alone and feel like they have to go through things by themselves. I'll leave a link to the page that has all the stuff about mental health and anxiety. I hope that maybe some of you guys find it helpful. There's lots of tips on there, and especially when the anxiety course goes live, there'll be lots of tips on managing anxiety. But anyway, on that subject, I wanted to then talk about the therapy that I started a few weeks ago, and I didn't want that to seem really planned because it's not, but it's just linked, and I thought I might as well just mention those two things together. Right, coffee. These mugs are from Habitat, by the way. I love them. I will link them if I can. They were out of stock for a long time, and I put my little email in to say that I wanted to be notified when they were back in stock, and months later they finally got them back in stock. It's no secret that I have suffered with anxiety for a long time, and through starting this therapy it's made me realise that I've probably been a very anxious person all my life, really, probably from the ages of about 7+. I could talk about it in detail loads, and I'm not going to because I don't really want the whole vlog to be about that. I just wanted to touch base on how I'm finding the therapy. Suffered from a lot of anxiety, depressive episodes. Kind of went away when I was pregnant. It must have been the hormones, and then about a year postpartum and my hormones started to kind of go back. My anxiety picked up again, and it kind of got the worst that it ever got, and I got really depressed again during the winter, which always happens. Again, something you guys have picked up on. My anxiety is an ongoing thing. Like every day, I don't go a day where I don't feel anxious. Some days it is horrific and I don't know what to do with myself, and it's like that intense. Sometimes it's just like a little bit here and there, or I'll be having a good day and then something will trigger it. The problem is I didn't want to get into all of this, but with anxiety, it affects the body, and then even if your mind doesn't feel anxious the following day, your body's still affected by anxiety, and your body tells your brain that you should still be feeling anxious because it's still in that fight or flight mode. I've spoken about it very openly throughout the years on this channel. It'd been something that had been bothering me for a while, and I thought, you know what, if I've got to go on a waiting list for 3 months to get CBT or the therapy that they thought would be appropriate for me, why not? What difference is it going to make? I went to my doctor and I said, right, I've had enough. Let's just see how therapy goes, because if therapy doesn't work, my next route is going to have to be medication. This has gone on too long, too many years. And what happens is I feel I have a really good period of time where I feel quite good, and I think, oh yeah, cool, that's it, I'm never gonna feel bad again. And then I get a big bout of anxiety or a low mood. Oh gosh, this is longer than I wanted it to be. So therapy, got put on the waiting list. They've been really good. I had an initial phone call about, I don't know, some point after I saw my doctor, and I had to fill out some forms, and then they called me and we chatted about what's bothering me, and they have to basically just kind of figure out where you are on the scale. Every month, it's the first of the month, they would call me up and say, how are you doing? Check in on me, check that I could still keep myself safe, and then say, cool, we'll talk to you next month. And exactly 3 months later they said, we've got a space for you. They did offer me group therapy and also some online courses. The group therapy was quite a while away from me, it wasn't in my town, so it wasn't going to work for me, but I would have been up for group therapy actually, and the waiting list for that is a lot shorter. Yeah, and then here we are. I've had two sessions so far. I should have, sorry, my cardigan is really annoying me. I should have had more. I should have had 3 sessions, but last week I couldn't go because I couldn't get the childcare. My first session wasn't too bad. I thought my first session was going to be really intense, and I thought I was going to come out feeling horrific. In a way, the CBTs come at a bit of an odd time for me, because actually I'm in a good place, and although I'm feeling very stressed out and overwhelmed at the moment with the move and work and life, I feel quite good and happy. So it has come at a weird time, but I couldn't say, oh no, I'll, you know, see you when I'm not feeling so great. I still went and we spoke, and I kind of explained a lot of what I've been feeling and going through in life over the years. Asked about my upbringing, obviously, because they always ask about that, but it's nice to speak to someone about things and someone that kind of understood things. And she did make me realise that actually I have been quite an anxious person since I was a kid, and I forgot that I had like little tics and stuff as a child. And I remember feeling quite sad about myself and my self-image when I was probably about 9, which is just so sad. I never wanted Lila to feel like that. And yeah, and I don't know, it was really just like nice. It wasn't anything too, like, lots of people were preparing me, saying, oh, it's probably going to be really intense, and I was thinking, great, I'm having a really happy week, and now I'm going to go do this and it's going to make me miserable. But it was fine. And then the week after, I had the exact same appointment, same time, same day, and we just delved into more stuff really. She just asked me about my week, and here's where I'm feeling just a bit, I'm not sure about it, because she's telling me a lot of stuff that I already know, and I just need to put this stuff into place. I hope it's not too noisy by the window. Sorry, I've got the window open and it's probably really noisy. I feel like there's a lot of techniques that I already know that I just need to put into place, like when I'm getting overwhelmed with my thoughts and my to-do lists and things, that I need to write things down, be strategic, think what actually is a worry and what isn't. Just taught me techniques of like thinking about a worry, that is it actually a worry or is it not, and then like letting it go down the stream and just forgetting about it type thing. The main thing I want to get out of it is just to quieten my thoughts. Like sometimes there's just so much going on in my head, and I said to her, what I want to get out of it is to just feel calmer and just less bombarded by my own brain. But this probably isn't going to help weird moods that I get into when I feel like I'm in a bubble and I'm daydreaming and I'm not really here, and I have this overwhelming sense of being here and all of those weird things, and then my low moods, and it's not going to help with my depressive episodes that I get throughout the year. I've been talking so long my camera turned off. You know, it's not going to help that stuff, so I don't know what to do, because right now I'm feeling good and I don't want to be on medication, but then when it's really bad I think, oh, I should probably, you know, for Delilah, so I'm a bit happier, and for myself maybe I should try medication. It's a tough one because you know, you're putting stuff into your body and it's a bit scary. I found it really comforting that Estee opened up about it in a recent-ish vlog. I had no idea that she was on medication for anxiety. It's really nice to hear people talk about it, because not many people talk about it. Okay, I've gone on far too long. I'm gonna get myself ready. Like I said, I'll leave links to the channel mum stuff in the description. I've been back and forth from editing and getting ready. GoPro footage takes so long to render and export. I'm gonna grab myself some lunch because I'm starving and I need to head out soon. Planned a couple of salady things to make this week, but I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna have one of my lazy options. Whilst my lunch cooks, I'm going to open this. Okay. gonna let that cool down, and I'll do a little anthropology haul. The sun has decided to come out just as I sit down here. I ordered a couple of homeware bits, which you can probably guess. I'll link everything in the description, by the way. So here we have some silicone kitchen bits. We've got a whisk, which is actually really handy because the amount of times I've needed to use a whisk in a pan, and obviously you shouldn't use metal utensils in most pans. Got a spoon and we've got a spatula. Thought they were really sweet. Let's get these out. Pop the box on the floor. These are candle holders. They have a few different shapes, and I went for the stars because I just preferred that shape and felt a little bit more festive. I've got some long candles that I bought ages ago, and I've not used them because I don't have candle holders for those types of candles. I thought these would look really lovely and festive. Two of the same, so I won't unwrap that. Just look like that. I thought they were really nice. And then obviously you just pop your candle in there. There we go. So these are the main purchase that I got from there. These are for our bathroom. This one, which is this one. Oh, so this is heavy, my word. This is a hook to go on the back of our door. It's always handy to have a hook on the back of a bathroom door, so you've got somewhere to put your dressing gown or your PJs or your clothes. This is really, really lovely quality. This is super heavy. And then to go with this, I bought the loo roll holder to go in our toilet room. It's odd having a toilet in a different room, but actually it's quite handy because one person can be using the bath or the shower, and if you need to use the loo, you just go into a separate room. I thought they were really nice. They're even nicer in person, actually. Anyway, I'm gonna have my lunch. I am, however, gonna add a couple things into this because this won't keep me full for long. Add some avocado, grab some yogurt as well. That's better. A little bit more filling now. Just catching up on Ashlee's vlogs. I need to get to my CBT now. I'm gonna make myself a coffee to go. I don't know about you, but I love a coffee. Maybe you guys love a tea after my lunch. Doug doesn't normally drive me to CBT, I usually walk, but he's got the day off, so he's just being nice and dropping me off, slash he's got bags to drop off at the charity shop. Hello? Not feeling too good. I feel a bit sick and really bloated. It's probably because of my lunch. I love vegetables, but I feel like my stomach doesn't like vegetables. I'm feeling really sick and bloated. But I'm back and I need to get on with things. CBT today was a bit awkward because I'm in a good place at the moment, so I couldn't really think of stuff that I needed to bring up and talk about. So we just kind of had quite a short session today, and I've got a task for this week, and it's a task of writing down my mood and roughly kind of what I'm doing every couple of hours, and putting together a week of mood, seeing if certain things affect them, because she mentioned how sometimes we think that a certain good mood or bad mood is brought on by nothing, when actually something may trigger it and you don't realise. So that's my task for the week. She's also sent me some worksheets to do. Right now I'm gonna, one, change the battery because it's flashing at me, and two, I'm going to make some flapjacks, which you probably think, Rhiannon, haven't you got stuff to be doing? You're not meant to be baking, but it is actually part of my campaign that I'm doing with Milk and More. I'm working for them for a few months, so I'm on the second month, which is the month of October. And for this month, I thought I'd do a little bit of baking for my post. Doug's been painting our our toilet room. I keep wanting to call it a bathroom, but it's not, because the bath and shower is in there. This was one of the rooms that we didn't get around to doing because we knew that we could just do it whenever. So he's freshened it up and I think it's looking much better. It just had a lot of marks on it, and the skirting board was discoloured and had a lot of marks on it as well. At some point next week, I'm going to go around and gloss some more window sills, because if you look up here, just try not to trip up the stairs. When they were originally put in, these were terracotta tiles. They were painted over, and I much prefer them painted white, but they're quite chipped and a bit grubby, and they just need a sand down and a gloss, and I've done that in a few rooms, but I still got the kitchen and the hallway to do. And then the whole staircase needs reglossing, and that would be my job. In case anyone thinks, oh, poor Doc's doing everything around the house. He's not. I'm definitely doing my fair share, I promise. But also, I did pack up most of the flat, and have unpacked most of it. Not because Doc's not offered, but that's just kind of want to do that stuff, because he doesn't care where I put stuff, but I care where things get unpacked and organised. So that's kind of my job. Right, let's do some baking. So I'm going to attempt to make flapjacks from my favourite muesli. This is Pin Hill muesli. There's a flapjack recipe on the back, so I thought I would make this, and I'm going to try and get this done quickly because any minute now we're going to have an electrician coming over to fit. Why do I do this? Well, I find myself vlogging and I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, and I start talking really slowly. We've got an electrician coming to fit the pendant lampshade that I got for the kitchen over there. It's from Loaf and it's gorgeous. I'll try and show you a little sneak peek now. Oh gosh, there's just loads of stuff in the way. I should probably make room so we can actually get to it. The lamp's in here, and as you can see, it's a completely new fitting. Otherwise I could have just done the lampshade myself. Doug actually knows how to wire lights, so he could have done this, but the thing that's complicated is changing all of this over and putting it into the wall and changing the length of the chain. We don't want it too low. It's in this gorgeous bubbly glass. Back to baking. Need some butter. Okay, butter and honey. Butter. I can use my new spatula. Scissors. Oh, where the scissors? Need some honey. Got this ginormous bottle of it the other week. I still have all my baking stuff in a box because there's nowhere else to put it. Some brown sugar and some wholemeal flour. Bicarb. No, that's maca powder. There we go. Baking soda. What else do we need? Brown sugar, butter. The problem, our scales have run out of batteries, so I'm going to have to play this by eye or convert it to cups. I'm going to make these. If you want the full recipe, I will link it in the description. If my Instagram post is not up yet, then I will link to the actual recipe, because I think this is on their website. But if you have this at home, it's just on the back. Hiya.
I'm here for us.
The electrician's here. He's just nipped to the car to get some bits and bobs, and I'm gonna have to stand here awkwardly making flapjacks while he's over there fitting the light. Oh.
Blue. Daddy, blue.
Welcome to my office. It's still covered in boxes, but my desk is up, my computer is on and working, and we actually have internet that's working now. So my desk is up, and that's pretty much the only thing in here that is sorted. I went for this desk from Habitat. I wanted a slightly different style. This is very much the same style to all the furniture we have. I'm very aware that everything's very matchy. It looks like it could be from the same range as our bedside tables. They're completely different brand, and quality wise this is amazing, whereas our bedside tables are really flimsy, but they look identical, and it's all very matchy, and as much as I like it, I thought, oh no, it's just going to make all the rooms look the same. But this is the only one that I liked that was somewhat reasonable. I mean, it's still not cheap. I can link it, but I'm sure someone's going to have a go at me saying it's overpriced. I know it's not cheap, but there are some out there that are like £800. And then I fell in love with another desk from somewhere called Swoon, and it couldn't get delivered until February, so that kind of made my mind up, and I bought this, and it was the easiest thing to assemble. I thought it was going to be like an IKEA flat pack kind of shindig, and all I had to do was put the legs in. It was the easiest thing to put together. Well, that was easy. So yeah, that's where my desk is from, because I was getting lots of questions about it on my Instagram. And yeah, welcome to my little office. It's the first time vlogging in here. Not that it's put together at all. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of work now. I was wearing earlier. And Sag and Delilah are just hanging out outside. This girl laying down, chilling in the garden, eating her crisps. And they're not just normal crisps. Doug bought these, which are black truffle and olive oil crisps. I mean, come on. I was not eating those when I was her age in the garden. Telling Daddy off for giving me kisses through the stairs. Mine. Oh, am I yours? So
You kiss my baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna kiss her again then.
Oh my goodness me. Here's our new light, by the way. I love it. It would look great if there were two, but we have quite a small table, and until we kind of have a rejig of the electrics, which is a very big job, we may as well just fit the one there. It would look amazing with two when we have an extendable table. I love this glass and the chain. I just need to wipe the dirty prints off the ceiling, and we will get a different light bulb for this. Get one of those nice LED filament, like trendy type light bulbs, because that one doesn't look quite right. What was that doing in there? Time to make dinner. Can't be bothered to do much, so I'm just going to boil some potatoes, mash them, cook some veggie sausages, and do some onion gravy. I love that we have a garden waste bin now, because it's garden waste and food waste. So I got myself one of these, showing lots of new things today. It's from Joseph. I really like their brand. I've got quite a few of their things. I find that their stuff is always like one step more. So they take something that's handy and that we need day to day, and they just make it better. So we have a loo brush from them, a silicone loo brush, and it's really good, much more hygienic than a classic bristle loo brush. Anyway, I got this food caddy. It comes with compostable bag. It has a filter here, a charcoal filter, and it stops it smelling. Putting all our food waste in any compostable bags. So the muesli that I used earlier comes in a compostable bag, so you can just pop it straight in the compost. Tea bags, coffee grounds, everything, and then we put it in the food waste bin. And it's really nice to know that although this stuff is all biodegradable, even if it goes in the main bin, it's not going to do too much harm. It's just nice that it's going to get used towards stuff. I've done so much talking in today's vlog, or at least I feel like I've done a lot of talking today, and then it gets to a point where I just think, oh, I'm so sick of the sound of my own voice. It's actually been about half an hour or so since I was last in this kitchen, but I just realised I haven't vlogged anything since last being in the kitchen. I'm just going to serve up dinner now. We've got some peas, we've got some onion gravy, I've done some mash. Really need to get a new masher because ours broke, and every time we make mash I have to do it with a fork. Misplaced our little red seat that basically hooks onto chairs. We can't find the little red seat, So at the moment she's just having to sit on her little chair and table whilst we sit on this one.
Daddy?
Daddy's there, Mummy's here, and Lola's here. It's our proper first family dinner, just us three, isn't it? Delilah's down there, bless her. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this, and it's nice to be eating at 6:05 and not 9 o'clock in the evening. This clever little bunny, rather naked bunny, so I'm trying to zoom in lots, is having an orange, or well, a little satsuma. Yeah, it's having a little satsuma after dinner, aren't you? Yeah! The last couple of weeks we've discovered she can peel them all by herself. Little clever clogs. Get Daddy! Get him! Time to run this little one's bath. What's that? She's probably now going to chuck all her bath toys in the bath. This is the habit that she's developed since moving here, because all her toys are on the floor. Just missed the sunset, but it's still a gorgeous view. I'm gonna finish this vlog up as much as possible. The first edit is done, but I need to go over it, add some music and just make sure it's all cut how I want it. Want it. Hello, gorgeous.
Lala.
Yes, you.
Wee. Hello?
Delilah's go. You can have one go, and then it's time for cuddles and bedtime, yeah?
Look, like.
Put Delilah down a couple of hours ago. Finished my vlog. It's now up, and I spent ages just waiting for it to process so I could pop it live. So whilst I was waiting, I started editing the next vlog, and there was so much footage from moving day. There's like 3 or 4 hours of footage, and now I'm finally snuggled up on our sofa. Nice having separate rooms now. I felt like, well, didn't feel like we did live in our front room on the sofa a lot of the time. That's where we did everything. And now I have my office to work in and the kitchen to have off meals in, and so the living room really is just the chill out room. Not much to update you guys on in here, apart from the fact we now have a blind. That's it really. Still waiting for the other chair, still need to unpack boxes, still waiting for our TV, which is going to get delivered tomorrow. I'm going to cuddle up now. I'm going to stop waffling on. Off to bed now. Just taking my makeup off, which is interesting when we have no mirror in here yet. This is my cue to say good night, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.